What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
This child was found hiding under a blanket near a building, too afraid to return home after escaping the woman who was supposed to take care of her. But what officers discovered inside that house was far worse than a simple runaway case. And sadly, this is not the only disturbing case where children ended up trapped in situations no child should ever experience. From parents hiding the truth from police.
He shot himself? I didn't do anything
Come
wrong.
back here.
I just want to know if my dad's gone.
And a case where police discovered a body hidden inside a freezer.
Now remember, when we open this is something that we're never going to be able to unsee.
These body cam moments show how quickly a simple call can uncover something much darker. Let's dive straight into the first case.
What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
Like
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat. Talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors? How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No.
On March 15, 2024, police in Piedmont, Oklahoma were called after a runaway child was found hiding under a blanket near a building.
Don't run or I'll chase you and put you in handcuffs. I know you don't. Let's go talk about it. But until you're in my car, we're not talking. Stand up. Stand up! Yes. Are you going to listen?
Yes.
I don't want to yell at you. I want to be nice to you, but I'm not going to chase you. Like, I'll tackle you before you have time to run. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to do all that. I want to help you and figure out why you ran away and all that, but
Can we talk about it at the police station?
we can talk about it in my car first.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need it? Is this any of your stuff? Okay. Let's go to my car. I have located her.
Clear on located now. I will call and cancel.
Okay. I'm just going to go around this building. What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
She's scary? Who?
The one who takes care of us.
What's her name?
Tina.
Is that your mom? Yeah. What's scary about her?
At first, officers did not know the full story. All they knew was that a child had run away and did not want to go back home. But within moments, that fear started to make sense. When the officer asked why she had run, the child gave an answer that immediately changed the tone of the call. She said Tina was scary. That alone could have sounded like something a frightened child might say in the heat of the moment. But then the details started coming out.
I'm scared to get in trouble because she goes to the extreme. She goes very far when she gets into trouble.
Like what? What happens when you get in trouble?
Sometimes she locks us in a closet.
Locks you in a closet? For how long?
The longest I've been here has been like 4 days.
4 days? When did that happen? Most recently?
It was last year. It was around Easter.
And what did you get in trouble for that made that happen?
I was sneaking my sister's food.
You were making them food?
I was sneaking my sister's food that she gets from school.
Why'd you get in trouble for that?
Because I'm not supposed to.
Make food?
No, my sister, my little sister, she was bringing like snacks from school.
Yeah.
And I was having her keep it in the bedroom so I could have some. And so when she figured it out, she tased me and locked me in a closet for 4 days.
She tased you?
This was the moment the case stopped feeling like a normal runaway call. Because police had not just found a child who wanted to avoid trouble. They had found someone who seemed genuinely afraid to return to the home she had escaped from. Officers noticed the urgency and so moved quickly and began investigating the house where the children were living. And as soon as they started asking questions, the picture became darker.
Have you ever locked your kids in the closet?
No.
Okay. Why would they tell me they've been locked in the closet?
All of my kids said that.
More than one.
No. I've never locked any of my kids in the closet.
Okay. I found this letter, and I'm sure you've read it. It was in your closet.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about these letters.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, why is she saying all this horrible stuff is happening to her if...
She does that. It's how she vents.
Right. I mean, is it the truth?
I mean, those are old. I wouldn't know. Like,
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat. Talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors?
No, there was no scissors. She was coming at me.
Okay.
But we can't pull it off because she was holding my hair.
Okay.
Right? And, yeah, that did happen. That did happen, yes.
How do you discipline these kids? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Do you spank them?
No.
Do you hit them?
No.
Ever?
No. I've had altercations before.
Yeah.
There's been more than one. There's a time she ripped my necklace off of me, okay? And I held her. Tantrums, kick and punch.
Yeah.
I had to hold her down.
Okay.
Okay? Other than that, no.
Typically, what does dinner look like here?
I don't cook every single night, but dinner, the kids will do either, most of the time the little ones like pizza, Hot Pockets, chicken nuggets, peanut butter and jelly. The big girls.
Jade, you want a flashlight?
Like, I just did beans.
If you need it, I don't know.
I just did beans the other day.
Tina Ramirez, the woman responsible for the children, denied locking them in closets. She denied the worst allegations. But officers found something that made her denials much harder to believe. A letter written by one of the children. In that letter, the child described being terrified inside the home. She wrote about scissors being held to her throat, bruises, cuts, threats, and a fear that Tina might kill her. It was not just one vague accusation. It was a desperate warning written by a child who seemed to believe no one was listening. And the officer did not let it go. He kept pressing Tina, asking why the children were so thin, why food was locked away, why there were cameras throughout the home, and why the children had not been taken to a doctor in years.
Tell me about this.
Okay. This one right here, I did take away the drinks from her because she was sneaking them. She writes stuff like this all the time, sir. You can talk to her about this. She does this all the time. She'll tell you.
So why'd you keep this one like it's important?
I didn't keep because it's
It was in your
important.
closet.
I mean, I kept,
With all your important papers.
I kept all of these to show her and remind her, but I haven't got these out in forever, sir. I'm being honest, like,
I don't think you are.
I'm scared.
Well, probably because you've been abusing your kids.
No, I
Look how skinny they are. You tell me you feed those kids.
I do.
Enough.
I wouldn't say enough. They like to eat noodles. What kid can get fat off of noodles?
My kids. I feed my kids noodles all the time. They're fatter than hell. At least not skin and bones like
They
this.
eat noodles and crackers with it.
And spaghetti and meatballs and Hot Pockets and pizza and hot dogs and all kinds of nutritious things. Those kids are malnutritioned, Tina.
Well, I give them canned vegetables. Does that count?
That's healthy, yeah. I know, but here I am, and they don't have bedrooms, and they had cereal for dinner.
Well, that's what they wanted. They got the choice, the option, and they have the choice of that. That's what they wanted. It's always what they want. What do you want? I'm not cooking tonight. If they want cereal, they get cereal. If they want a bologna and cheese sandwich, sir, they get it. Ask all of them. That was their option tonight. I'm not sure what she wanted. I said, what do you want? There's beans from last night that I cooked. She was just saying, who's going to get to eat the beans now? She loves my cooking. My kids love my cooking.
Dear God, I think she's going to kill me. I didn't do anything. You and I both know that. I have been talking to you, praying, and trying to be polite, helpful, and respectful. I've been shutting out all the bad thoughts, but it's no use. But I won't let their negativity and discouragement stop me. This is my year for as long as I'm alive. I'm going to change, but I won't let anyone stop me. I want to change, but if she kills me, I know that I was making changes to make me better. I'm going to be kind and respectful still. She held scissors to my throat. Scissors, underlined, to my throat. She left bruises on my neck, along with cuts from her nails. She cut the inside of my lip, and now one of my front teeth is moving slightly. My nose is clogged with blood, and my ear is bright red with plenty of scratches on it. And it hurts so bad. I can't lay on that side of my head. You know I could get her in trouble for that. And the fact that she said, I'm going to kill her with at least 2 people besides me that can verify that. Then she whispered to me, if Katrina didn't stop me, I would have choked you till you passed out. And I'm the sick, twisted one, but no, I'm going to stay here just to prove what I can change.
Yes.
Tina,
Yes.
combine that with the fact that these kids have run away 7 times from you?
Mm-hmm.
How is any reasonable person supposed to think you're not starving and abusing these kids?
Okay. Mental abuse, I would say yes. Physical abuse, no. Has there been altercations? Yes, there has. Starving, like you said, I feed them, but it's not the food
But,
like you're saying
but a
your
year,
kids get.
no, I quoted the noodles that you
okay.
said. Okay, you said noodles, I said noodles. Okay, we're
If
not.
I'm starving, then why do I have all this food?
If you're feeding them, why are they skinny?
Every answer Tina gave only made the situation feel worse. She talked about the kids sneaking food. She talked about locking up snacks and controlling what they ate. But the officer kept coming back to the same point. If the children were being fed enough, why did they look so malnourished? The officer was not just listening to what Tina said. He was looking at what the house itself was telling him. Locks on the pantry, locks on the refrigerator, cameras inside the home. A child hiding under a blanket outside rather than going back. A letter begging for someone to understand what was happening. And children so thin that the officer could not ignore what he was seeing.
Whenever you say things to me like, I let them eat, I let them choose, I let them this, like all I can think about is looking at how skinny they are. So like, they're not, and they haven't gone to the doctor, and there's locks on everything in this house, and I can't even count the cameras, I haven't started to. Like these kids,
They were for protection at first.
Oh, well, I get.
I started putting them in certain places because we had to.
And I get, having them so the kids don't run away. But now that I've been here, I kind of understand why the kids are running away. I don't blame them. I'd be running away too. Like, I just want to eat. Like,
But when I've asked them why they ran away, it was never had to do anything with that.
Tina, they're not going to tell you because you're starving them.
Tina tried to explain it away. She said the children chose what they wanted to eat. She said they stole food. She said they caused problems. But each explanation only made the same question more disturbing. Why were children in that house so desperate for food?
Let me ask you a question.
That's why.
What is wrong with letting them, I understand keeping some control over it because I've got 4 kids, I have to do that myself. But I do that through parenting, not putting locks on everything. I understand that these are some devious. Hang on. Let me finish. Wait. Just let me finish my thought, please.
No, absolutely.
I understand you got some devious kids causing problems. You got to take that extra step. I get it. But like their cameras, locks, they're running away constantly. They're writing letters, but because they're out of options. They don't know what else to do anymore. Like they're expressing their feelings on paper because they've got no one to talk to because they don't go to school and they don't go to counseling and they don't go to the doctor and all they do is sit around here and get starved. And what am I supposed to tell anybody that asks me why you shouldn't go to prison? What do I tell somebody, Tina? Because I just didn't feel like taking them to the doctor?
No.
You've got $60,000, $80,000 cars in the garage, but you can't afford enough food, so you lock it up. Let's reconvene tomorrow, because I'm getting frustrated and that's unprofessional. Okay. And I apologize for that.
Actually, you know what? You're doing your job.
Thank you.
You're doing your job.
Thank you, Tina.
You're absolutely welcome. And you said my sister was on her way?
Jade, sister's
yes,
coming?
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're not going to leave. We're just going to quit this interview so I can calm down.
You're okay.
I appreciate you speaking with me.
No, I appreciate you. You have, I'm going to let you know, you have been very nice throughout this whole process. Something like this can be very uncomfortable, all of it from the beginning. And since you walked in my door, you have made this process comfortable.
I'm glad.
You're doing your job,
right.
Okay? That's your job. Serve and protect, right? I can't be mad at that, all right? Her job, same thing. Serve and protect, right? I understand. I do. It looks bad. It does.
It's because it is bad, Tina.
It does.
It doesn't look bad. It is bad.
Then officers found the taser the child was talking about, a pepper spray holster, locked food storage, cameras and logs tracking the children's activity.
Yep. I guess that's coming with me.
Suddenly, the home did not look like a normal family environment. It looked controlled, watched, restricted, almost like the children were being managed instead of cared for.
I guess I do need to ask you a couple more questions.
Yes.
Several of your kids confirmed that you have tased one of these kids with that taser.
No, as I was telling her earlier, we do that, bzz, 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 right?
Yeah.
And we even do it with the dogs. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So physically, bzz, no, I'm not.
Like, how close have you put it to the kids?
One time I got real close on accident because we were playing around. But as far as, no.
Okay, then the bzz, bzz, bzz game, like, how close are you?
Oh, not that close.
I know, but you're not telling me the distance,
Oh.
like with inches? I think 6 inches is what you just showed
Yeah,
me.
we pop it. Bzz, like, oh, it's like, did you find it?
I did.
Yeah, it's little. It don't hit them.
Days later, police returned. This time, they were not there just to ask questions. Tina and her husband, Anthony Ibeziaco, were taken into custody.
Okay. You and Anthony are coming with me. We're going to jail today.
We're going to jail?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just being straight with you. I don't want to argue and fight and all that, but that's what's going on this morning.
Okay.
So get some shoes on, what you need to do, and then we're going to head out.
Okay, I'll get dressed.
Okay. I'm not going to stay out here, though. I'm going to come in just so I make sure you don't.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay.
I'm glad you're here. At some point, you and I need to sit down and talk about this environment and your involvement in all of this. Your name has come up several times in my investigation, but you and I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk. You and I as well are going to have to sit down and talk. You're coming with me this morning. So go ahead and set your stuff down. You already got shoes on and everything? All right, put your stuff down right there. And turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Do I just,
You just go to jail, that's all.
I'm not. I'm
Hold
just
that for me.
trying to- yeah.
Yep, you just stand right there and be helpful.
That back door won't hold that dog.
Okay, I know. I'll put him in his cage.
No.
Oh. Loki.
Loki the husky. You're not gonna get the train?
I was just making sure you had shoes on. You got shoes on? All right.
Yeah. That back door won't hold that husky.
She can take care of that, right? I don't think your hands are going to be back here.
No.
I'm going to get them in front of you, though.
Yeah. And can I take this or
Well,
give it to her?
You can give it to her or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, you carry this for me?
If you want me to, or you can carry it right there.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You can lock those so that, they don't get tight when you put your
Thank
hands down. Separate them real quick. I can't see in there.
To turn that off, you just say, hey, Ziggy, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
This way.
The dogs. What happens with the dogs?
You're going to have to sort that out with one of your family members or something.
Tina faced multiple child abuse and neglect charges, along with assault and battery with a deadly weapon. And when Anthony was questioned, his answers made the case feel even more heartbreaking. The officer asked him what he had done to protect the children. Anthony struggled to give a real answer. He admitted he had questioned the locks and cameras, even saying the house felt more like a prison than a normal family home. But even after seeing those warning signs, he had not done enough to stop it.
it's like, I can't catch a break. It's like
Oh.
everything's...
I didn't know about this stuff until Friday, whenever I got involved with it, Anthony. That's the first time I got involved. Maybe if you and I had spoke Thursday and you were saying this situation's terrible and we need help, maybe this would look different. But the police got involved and found the conditions the way they were, and it's not good, Anthony. Okay? So, man, I really don't know what to tell you other than you should have done something, I think.
That's the thing. I'm thinking, I'm like, what should I have done? What should I have done? Because at the same time, I did make sure. I told her, I was like, hey, like, I asked her.
You knew what you were getting yourself into, man. I mean, like, you should have taken him to the doctor. You should have taken him to somebody, a professional.
I'm not. They're adopted. I'm not on their papers like that.
I know that, but you got to know the family before you even got married.
Right.
You got to know the family and made sure that was something you wanted to be a part of.
Right.
So when you marry a woman with kids, those are your kids, your stepdad.
She always takes them to the hospital before the start of school.
That's for the babies, man, not the big ones. The big ones need to go to the doctor.
I thought she did that.
No, and she told me that she thought they had parasites and that she never took them to the doctor, even then. I mean, so I don't think that the defense of you just didn't know is going to fly for this, truthfully.
I don't know what else to say. It's
So.
like I can't like lie. I can't lie.
No, I don't want you to lie. That's the last thing I want you to do.
Right. It's like what do I say? What do I do?
I wish that there was something that you could tell me that you did to protect the kids. That's what I wish you could tell me. Is there anything you did to protect them?
I mean, thinking about it, let me see what I did to protect them.
You know, if
I'm just trying to think hard. And things that I did to protect them. I don't know. Those times I did say, because I wanted like us to. I don't know if this is like protecting them. It's like me having to take them to buffets and stuff. I don't know. That's not protecting.
that's feeding them.
More.
Right.
I'm sorry, but protection. Talking to them.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
So you said you took them to buffets, but you know you also said Tina primarily took care of them at home. Did you ever prepare meals for the family?
I did. It's African food and
Not really their thing.
Not really their thing. So do it more of the American corn dogs and things like that. But as far as the African side, they always say it's spicy. So I'm just so okay. I'll eat it myself. So.
Right.
Anthony also faced child neglect and abuse charges after allegedly failing to protect the children or report what was happening. Police arrived before the full truth was visible. At first, all they had was one runaway child and a strange story that needed to be checked. But the more they looked, the clearer it became that this child had not run away for no reason. She had run toward the only people who might finally listen. And in the end, it was not one dramatic discovery that exposed the truth. It was all the small details together. The fear in her voice, the locked food, the letter, the cameras, the missing doctor visits, and an officer who refused to accept easy answers when the children in front of him looked like they needed help. But this was not the only home hiding a secret.
Stop! Oh, he just went all.
I'm down.
Yep.
He shot himself. I didn't do anything
Come
wrong.
back here.
I just want to know if my dad's alive.
On the night of March 4th, 2024, deputies near Prior Lake, Minnesota, were sent to what first seemed like a routine welfare check. A man had called 911 worried about his estranged wife. She had allegedly been acting strangely, children were concerned, and there were reports that someone may have heard a gunshot inside the home.
Hi, can I have a Scott County Sheriff do a wellness check? Sure, for what address? Century Lane, Credit River, and what's going on? My kids were we're in a divorce. My kids were at my wife's house tonight. She was acting a little weird. They're with me. but she had mentioned that she might kill herself or something to one of the boys, and now they're concerned. There's another child at the house that's not mine who claims he heard a gunshot, and now my kids are super concerned. So there's no contact between me and my ex. I don't want anything to happen. I mean, it's still my kid's mom, and we just need to make sure that it's stable.
At first, officers did not know what they were walking into. It could have been a mental health crisis. It could have been a suicide threat. It could have been a domestic.
Okay, I just wanted the boy. He's only 10. He's by himself.
She had been called over by Jennifer, who was frantic, emotional, and claiming something terrible had happened. According to the story she had been told, David had gotten hold of a gun. Jennifer had tried to kick it away, and somehow it went off. But already, the explanation felt unclear. There was a weapon, a man down inside the house, a child somewhere on the property, and nobody seemed to know exactly what had happened. Then Jennifer came outside.
Yep, come on out with your hands up.
No, I'm right here.
Yep, walk out towards our voice.
Dave, hang up for me. Do you want me to go down? What do you want me to do? Please don't push on me.
Hang on to your phone.
No, you can hold on to it. It's okay.
No, hang on to your phone. Where is Dave?
He's on the floor downstairs.
Okay.
He shot himself.
He shot himself?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the 9-year-old?
He is down in the pool house, I believe. I called Amy. I think she was speaking to him. I don't know if he's still down there.
Okay. Is Dave making any sounds?
I don't know. I didn't go down there.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't go down there.
Okay.
All
right.
She was emotional, apologizing, repeating that she had done nothing wrong, and telling officers David had shot himself. But that was not the same story her friend had just given. One version suggested an accident during a struggle. Another suggested David had done it to himself. Found David Nanovic inside, dead from a gunshot wound.
This is my witnesses. This is her car.
And then we're gonna need 2 or 3 people. You're gonna need to get that 9-year-old out of the pool house.
Yep.
I'm sure.
But the most heartbreaking part of the footage was not only what officers found inside the home. It was the child waiting nearby.
That kid, bring him around outside. Don't bring him.
Yep. His name's James.
Okay.
Sorry to hear that, James. I didn't see the blood, but I saw the gunshot. And my dad came down. I was like, hey, my mom was playing around with the gun, and now she's in the car. I didn't want to tell him she was gone. So we went out, saw she was gone. Yeah, then we moved here. And then this happened, and I can only imagine, because I know she had a gun. I can only imagine that dad got shot somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, I don't know if it's not. That's just my biggest guess.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Meanwhile, Jennifer continued to claim that David's death had been accidental. But the more investigators learned about their relationship, the harder that simple explanation became to accept. David and Jennifer were not strangers. Their relationship was complicated, emotional, and deeply unstable.
What is David and Jennifer's relationship?
Okay, so it's kind of confusing. So try to follow me here. Dave's mom is Jen's aunt. But Dave and Jen are not related by blood at all. So I don't know, how that works. It's goofy to me, but they did have a relationship at one point.
Okay, so they've been intimate and it's been a couple.
I think so, but it's never really been confirmed.
Okay, so
that's just a thought.
So he's lived here for over a year.
I think he moved here in August of
23.
And then you said James and David live in the pool house.
Yeah.
How did James?
It's like guest house, pool house, whatever.
Okay. How did James come into the picture then?
Okay, so it's my understanding that Jen was trying to help Dave and James, because Dave's girlfriend, who is James's mom, committed suicide at their house the December before. So James came first, and Jen was taking care of James at that time, shortly after that. I don't know when he got here. I can't remember.
Prior to Dave coming.
Prior to Dave coming, yep.
What may have started as two damaged people trying to help each other had turned into a volatile living situation filled with arguments, threats, alcohol, and repeated police involvement. According to people close to them, the tension between David and Jennifer had been building for months. There were fights, accusations, and claims of threats from both sides. And on that night, when officers arrived, they were not just walking into a sudden tragedy. They were stepping into the final moments of a relationship that had already been falling apart behind closed doors. Jennifer in an accident began to look like something far more deliberate. Eventually, the case went far beyond a welfare check. Jennifer Lynn Lieber was later convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 25.5 years in prison. What began as a call to make sure someone was okay ended with deputies discovering a dead man in the basement, a child losing his father, and a household where months of conflict had finally turned fatal. And takes us to this next call, one that would lead officers to something no one expected.
First it smelled like gas, and it smelled like feces, and then it smelled like death.
Now remember, when we open this is something that we're never going to be able to unsee.
On May 22, 2019, police in Sturgis, Michigan, received an anonymous 911 call about a missing woman named Kelly Jean Warner Miller, known as KJ. The caller did not give a long explanation. They simply gave police an address and told them that inside the apartment, they would find the woman they were looking for. At first, the address did not look like the scene of something horrific. It was just an ordinary apartment in a quiet town. But little did they know, this would be the beginning of the most shocking investigation of their careers, one that required uncovering secret after haunting secret, all buried within an exceptionally twisted and sadistic mind.
She said inside on the left. Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
I remember you from the Speedway.
Yeah. What are you up to now?
Not much.
When officers knocked on the door, a 35-year-old man named Wade Allen answered. He seemed confused, tired, and almost annoyed that police had come to his home so late at night.
We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Or Kelly.
You know Kelly?
Kimberly or Kelly?
From the shelter, maybe?
KJ?
KJ?
Yeah.
When officers asked about KJ, Wade claimed he had not seen her in months. He said they knew each other from a shelter, but acted like she was only a distant acquaintance. According to him, if police wanted to find her, they should probably check somewhere else. But the officers could not ignore the call.
Well, we just need to talk to her.
Do you mind if we come and look, see if make sure she's not here?
I can tell you she's not. I mean,
Wade hesitated. He said his apartment was messy. He said he did not like people coming in and out. He asked if they could come back another time, maybe after he had a chance to clean up. And that is where the officer's instinct started to kick in.
We don't care. We see all sorts of apartments and homes and...
Well,
all we gotta do is verify she's not here, and then we can get out of here and be done with it.
I don't know. I feel iffy. If you guys want to come by another time, just not right now. Let me at least have a day where I can clean up and do things.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, Wade. If we gotta get a search warrant, we will. All right. We don't want to go that route.
I know.
That's a lot of work for all of us, including you. So, if we gotta do that, we're gonna have to detain you and put you in the car for a little while. All right, until we get that search warrant. It'll take a couple hours. If she's in there, can you just have her come out and say I'm fine?
Well, she's not though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I can open up and I'll say, "Hey, KJ, Kelly," and there's no Kelly or KJ.
You mind if I just stand here and look in?
You can. I mean, I don't have her here.
Wade was not acting like someone with nothing to hide. He was not aggressive, but he was careful. He was not refusing completely, but he kept trying to control where officers could look. Eventually, though, he allowed one officer inside, hoping a quick search would be enough to make them leave.
Do you mind if it's just one of you then?
One of us is fine.
Do you want to come in?
I'll go in, Wade. Thank you.
I know you know me enough, like.
Yeah, I just.
It's not much, but I don't have. I mean, I got my friend's sunglasses here, but not much of anything. And then I got all this. This is my bedroom. You see? Now here, I had her suitcase from when she was here. Just me, and if I do have a guest, I have a bed.
At first, nothing obvious stood out. There were personal items, furniture, and the kind of mess officers had probably seen many times before. But then one officer noticed something sitting in the room. A large cooler. It was just one object, but Wade's reaction changed everything.
Alright, man. What's in the cooler?
Oh, that's for when the summer comes around. I'm going to have parties and stuff, so.
Alright, no problem. Can you open that for me and then we'll get out of here?
Well, not right now I can't. Like, I mean, I want to save that for later.
Okay.
For when the summer gets here, so. But I showed you, she hasn't been here in forever.
Okay. Well, why don't you just open that cooler and we'll get out of here. I just want to make sure anywhere that she could be hiding.
She's not going to be hiding.
Well, I just need to know that, okay?
No, I mean, I can help you out there, but I've shown you everything.
Okay.
When the officer asked him to open it, Wade immediately pushed back. He said there was no reason to look inside. He tried to move the conversation away from it. But the more he resisted, the more suspicious it became. That was the detail everyone else could have missed. Not a scream. Not a weapon in plain sight. Not blood on the floor. Just a cooler in the corner and a man who suddenly did not want officers anywhere near it. The officer kept pressing.
All right.
You want to open that cooler for me?
Well,
can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there?
There's no point in the fridge either. Like, I mean, it's just food and stuff.
I understand.
No.
All right, why don't you throw your shoes on real quick?
Well, I helped you out. I showed you.
You did partially, but do you have shoes you can throw on real quick?
A little bit. But here, I'll help you.
Okay, I'll help you out. Go on out.
Well, I gotta
you're detained right now. Okay, go on out.
I'm detained.
You're detained. Right, walk out there.
You said let me get my shoes on.
You're not gonna get them on now. I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out there. Do it now. You got anything illegal on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You got a knife or anything like that?
No.
Okay, why don't you turn around against the wall real slowly.
Being detained, I'm just
want the opportunity to look the rest of the way through the apartment, okay?
Well, I showed you everything. Here, let me.
Do you want to show me?
I will. I showed you everything.
Why don't you walk back in there and show me then?
But I did. You see?
Can I look in that fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something.
Okay. I see she's not in there.
What do you want to be in a fridge?
I understand that, but we gotta look. We found people in some crazy places. I don't know if she's hiding from the law or hiding from her family or what she's doing.
Well, I don't think she would.
I just want to verify. Okay. Can I look in that cooler over there?
That's kind of, like I said, later on in summer stuff, but I'm trying to keep my stuff kind of private, you know?
Well, that's fine. All I want to do is open it, say, KJ, you in there? And then close it right back up, and I'll get out of here. You'll be out of handcuffs, and we'll be gone.
Well, let's have a warrant for the rest of this, and I'll just get detained.
Okay.
I don't understand why all this.
If there was nothing inside, opening it would have ended the entire encounter. The police would have looked, confirmed KJ was not there, and left. But Wade would not do it. And in cases like this, those small moments matter. Because sometimes the thing that breaks a case open is not what a suspect says. It is what they refuse to do.
Well, he was trying to steer me away from this big old cooler that's in the corner of his living room. It's a big, huge green cooler, and he's got boxes stacked on top of it.
But while Wade was being detained and officers worked toward a search warrant, he suddenly agreed to go back inside and let the officer look. And when the cooler was opened, the mood changed instantly.
I'm really feeling claustrophobic right now.
Okay. Well, we could end this all. You could take me in there and let me look around more, or I've got to take you back and put you in a cell while I'm doing the search warrant. So.
All right, well, let me go back then.
All I'm concerned about is any closets or any coolers.
Like I said, just in here. Watch.
Okay. Can I pop it open and just take a peek?
Well, yeah, if you want.
Okay. Why don't you step back for a second?
Okay.
What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's head out here. Head out here.
Everything's good now.
Yep. Everything's good.
I showed you everything.
Yep. You're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest?
Yes, you are.
All right.
Gotta get the crime task force out here.
Can I have a soda, please?
Just keep walking.
The officer saw enough to know this was no longer a missing person call. Wade was arrested, and what began as a simple check for a woman who might have been inside an apartment had just turned into something far darker. But even then, police had only uncovered the first layer.
Now remember, when we open this is something that we're never going to be able to unsee. Oh yeah. Her head, her arms, her breasts. She's been gone for a while. Yep. See, her legs are detached and above the knee. Yep. Bugs have made their way in. Yep. There's a large amount of food there. Definitely female. Appears to be Caucasian. Naked, no clothes. Okay. Oh yeah. And cut up.
Nice. Okay, now it stinks. Well, so there's a lot more evidence in here somewhere.
It stinks.
Yeah, now it does.
The officers had only discovered part of what they believed to be KJ's body, but it wouldn't be long before they found the rest.
Good picture of that. So that's where it is. Okay. So we're going to move this. We'll drop that right in front of the suitcase. So this cooler is what we think might have the other parts in it. I will lift it up. It is tied in a knot up here. I will cut right here. Yep, those are her legs. I saw some toes and an ankle. Are you able to open that up? Yeah, there's two of them in there. Okay, it's probably not the best place to puke.
Was her head attached?
Yeah.
She's
in the cooler. She's
Yeah.
this has basically been down like that.
That's all I seen was her arm and part of her chest, and I just shut it.
About right here.
Through the femur.
At the station, Wade's story began changing. At first, he had acted like he barely knew KJ. Then he admitted they had known each other for years. Then he claimed she had lived with him. Then he started telling detectives she had suffered a fall, became weak, and that he had tried to care for her.
When she fell, did she become unconscious? Did she knock herself out? Did she just kind of stun herself? Did she?
She was unconscious for a little bit.
Okay, about how long would you say a little bit would be?
Wow. I would say 5 to 10 minutes, and even though that might seem like a little bit to me, that's a long time for someone to be unconscious.
But his explanation did not hold together. especially not with what officers had already found inside his apartment. Wade admitted KJ had become unable to properly care for herself, yet he never got her medical help. Then he claimed she had died accidentally in the bathtub, but he never called 911. Instead, he hid what happened. Meanwhile, the anonymous caller turned out to be Wade's own friend, someone Wade had confided in after KJ's death. According to that friend, Wade had not just admitted she was dead. He had asked for help moving her body. That was the moment his secret became too disturbing for anyone to keep. And then the people around Wade started filling in the parts of the story he had tried to leave out. His neighbor, Sherry, told investigators she had become uneasy around him long before police arrived.
Also, he told me that she had fallen in the bathroom and that he thought she might have a skull fracture. And I said, well, you need to take her to the emergency room. He goes, I'm taking care of her.
She remembered Wade making strange comments about KJ, admitted he had told her he had hurt women before, and said a horrible smell had been drifting from his apartment for weeks. At first, she thought it might have been gas, sewage, or maybe a dead animal. But later, she realized the truth was far worse. After Wade was booked, the story became even darker. Several of his cellmates came forward and told investigators that Wade had spoken openly about what really happened to KJ.
What did Wade Allen tell you guys?
Man, dude, this guy is, well, let me just put it to you like this. He's a serial killer. He told us that he physically had this girl down on the bed with a white ribbon around her neck, watching the clock for 5 minutes until she was dead. And he brought her back to life.
Some type of ribbon?
And when he did, the torture that he put her through, oh, it's gross. It's disgusting. He told her, he says, you're going to die by someone that loves you and not somebody that hates you.
And you said he brought her back? What do you mean by that? What did
he gave her CPR. That dude needs to be put away for a long time.
According to them, he described a relationship built on control, punishment, and fear. They claimed he talked about keeping her isolated, hurting her, and watching her suffer in ways that were far more disturbing than the accident story he gave detectives.
His friend had a conversation with him and said that that Kelly had told his girlfriend that Wade was being too rough with her as far as sexuality went. Wade said that from that point on, he was furious because his sexual matters weren't to be discussed with his friends. They were personal. So he said he never let her go to whoever's house that was again. That from that day on, when he went to work, he started tying her up and placing her in the closet.
He gagged her with a screwdriver and a wash rag, and he would put a wash rag around into the screwdriver and made it like a horse bit. That's why you wouldn't have to take the bit out of her mouth, because he could wet the wash rag and give her water, so he'd keep her tied up longer without having to untie her.
And what was the purpose of that?
So she couldn't yell and scream.
Wade started tying her up and keeping her to where she couldn't go anywhere. Like, she didn't go outside, she didn't go nowhere.
He said he didn't know if it killed her, but he had to smack her to get her to come back, and I guess she never actually came back. She came back, but she wasn't there. So, and that's, you know.
What do you mean by that?
She wasn't coherent. You know, she never talked again to him, but he got her to breathe again.
He said a couple times he went in there and just put his hand over her face and nose to see if he could. He said, but she wouldn't die, like she didn't want to die.
And he said that she wouldn't eat, is why he was hitting her with the belt stuff, trying to wake her up, but she wouldn't wake up.
It became more than clear that KJ had not simply vanished, and she had not died from one tragic mistake. The evidence, the neighbors' concerns, the smell from the apartment, the hidden body, and the statements from Wade's own cellmates all pointed towards something much more deliberate and much more horrifying. In the end, Wade Allen pleaded no contest to second-degree murder and attempted dismemberment of a body. In June 2023, he was sentenced to 39 to 60 years in prison, with an additional 2 to 5 years connected to the attempted dismemberment charge. He also received another sentence after assaulting a fellow inmate who had spoken to police about the details Wade had shared behind bars. And that is what makes this case so disturbing. The officers did not walk in knowing the full story. All they had was a vague, anonymous call, a missing woman, and one man calmly insisting there was nothing to see. But one officer noticed the cooler. He noticed the hesitation, the excuses, the way Wade tried to steer attention away from one object in the room. And that instinct exposed a crime that might have stayed hidden much longer. Sometimes, the most important moment in a case is not the confession. It is not even the arrest. It is the second an officer realizes that one small detail does not belong and refuses to let it go. But if you thought things couldn't get any worse than this, the next case proves otherwise.
Did you call?
Yep.
Okay. Are you Jeffrey?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
My daughter's missing.
Did you call the mom? Have you talked to her about it? You are who?
I'm the wife, ex-wife. I'd actually want a police officer to follow him because I don't know if he's hiding her.
She thinks that you're like hiding her or whatever. I don't know why she would think that.
I've been accused of a lot of things.
Okay.
I think that he's just hiding her, to be honest.
On July 16, 2024, a father named Jeffrey Chow walked into the Monterey Park Police Department in California to report his 15-year-old daughter, Allison, missing. At first, his story sounded possible. To the officers, it began like a serious but straightforward case. A missing teenager, a worried father, and a narrow timeline. But almost immediately, small details started to feel off.
Okay, what's going on?
My daughter's missing.
Okay.
There's a photo of her.
There's
the last photo I took July 4th.
Okay. So what happened?
She, according, like around, I think it was, 5:32. She was supposed to go to my sister's house, so I have footage of her leaving on a bike.
Okay.
And then around 8, my sister called me and asked me where's she at, and I was like, she didn't show up. So I went to my sister's house and we went trying to look around, and I drove trying to see if I could find her. And she wasn't, we didn't find her anywhere.
Okay.
So,
did you call the mom? Have you talked to her about it?
No, we're going through a divorce, so
Okay.
I was told to come to the police department first, and then to the police report and notify them.
Notify who?
Her mom.
Oh, no. So right now what we're going to try to do is obviously try to find her before we have to do anything else, because that's pretty much the goal.
Jeffrey had not contacted Allison's mother. He also could not give officers much information about Allison's current friends, who she might talk to, or where else she might go.
And does she have a phone number?
No, my daughter doesn't.
Okay. Okay. So you haven't talked to the mom, you don't know?
Yeah, because we're kind of going through a contentious divorce, so...
Okay. And is there anyone else that she could possibly be with? Like any best friends, any other relatives that you haven't talked to?
I checked with 2 friends that live in Alhambra, that we have family friends, and they haven't seen her.
For a father reporting his daughter missing, there were strange gaps in what he seemed able or willing to provide. Then, officers called Allison's mother, and that call changed everything.
I did have a restraining order against her before, so I'm just kind of concerned about being...
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell her to come. I wouldn't want to break the order, but I do need to speak to her, because if she's with her, then we can't move forward because she's safe. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. You can sit over there if you'd like. Hi, this is Officer Villapando with Monterey Park PD. How are you? Hey, so I have Jeffrey here, your ex-husband, I believe.
Okay.
He is at the police station and he's trying to report your daughter Allison missing. Have you spoken to her? Have you seen her?
I have not.
Okay. So obviously, do you guys have a custody order or anything like that?
I do. I have 100% legal physical custody.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, what happened is, I guess supposedly she left about around 5, and she was supposed to go to an aunt in San Gabriel, some aunt in San Gabriel's house. She left on her bike, but I guess the aunt called Jeffrey asking around 8, asking if where she was, and Jeffrey was like, "What are you talking about? Like, she left at around 5." So I guess since 5 she hasn't been seen. I understand she doesn't have a phone or anything like that, so we're trying to locate her. Do you have any idea where she could possibly be?
No, I haven't spoken with her for a year, but I'm guessing Jeff would probably know. Maybe she's staying at one of his friend's house, because Jeffrey is supposed to take her, and that's why the judge gave me 100% custody, because Jeff has been not complying with any of the court orders, and we believe that he's been very of her, and this is probably just a scheme of his so that he doesn't have to take her, so that I wouldn't get the 100% custody.
Okay. Okay, and
I do have a copy of that court order if you want to see.
Well, there's no way I could see it right now. I'm just trying to do everything possible to find her before we have to do just a little more, Right. So do you have any of her friends' phone numbers, other family members that she could possibly be with?
According to Allison's mother, Jeffrey was not just a concerned parent. He was in the middle of a bitter custody dispute, and a court had recently given her full legal custody. Even more important, she claimed Jeffrey had refused to open the door the day before when she arrived with officers to pick Allison up. So suddenly, the case did not feel like a random disappearance anymore. It started to look like a custody conflict. Allison's mother told police she believed Jeffrey was hiding her.
We did, Officer Hernandez and a few other officers did go with me to Jeff's house yesterday when I was supposed to pick up Allison, and Jeffrey would not open the door for her. So
Okay.
I think that he's just hiding her, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. And they live in the city, correct?
They do.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. If I have any other questions, then I'll give you a call, but I don't think that... I'm sorry?
Oh, no, what were you going to say?
I said I don't think that you have a lot of information for me, but if he's missing any information about her, then I'll give you a call and see if you know.
Okay. So what would be the next steps then? Would someone call me tomorrow, or I guess what else are you guys going to do to...
So right now, right now, I'm going to do everything possible.
She even pointed officers toward places connected to him, including friends and vacant property where Allison might have been taken. She also questioned Jeffrey's story about letting Allison ride her bike to a relative's house, saying it did not make sense. And that is what makes this body cam footage so interesting. Jeffrey did not appear frantic or out of control. He sounded calm. He answered questions. He gave officers a photo. He acted like a father trying to do the right thing. But the more officers asked, the more the story began to collapse around him. If Allison was truly missing, why had he not immediately contacted everyone close to her? Why had her mother been kept out of the loop? Why had there been a custody order just hours earlier? And why did the person with full custody believe this was not a disappearance at all, but a plan? Days later, Allison was found in Glendale, California. She was alive, and authorities said there were no signs she had been held by a stranger. But the discovery did not clear Jeffrey. Instead, it shifted the investigation toward what had really happened during the time she was supposedly missing. On July 26th, 2024, Jeffrey Chow was arrested after authorities determined that the disappearance had not been what it first appeared to be. Prosecutors later charged him with child concealment and filing a false emergency report. And that is what makes this case so disturbing. Officers thought they were dealing with a missing teenager. But hidden beneath the report was a custody battle, a court order, and a father whose calm story did not match the evidence. What began as a search for a missing child slowly turned into something else entirely. A case where the person asking police for help may have been the reason they were searching in the first place. But this wasn't the only time that the first story police heard was not the truth.
You're a little nervous.
Not nervous, I'm cold.
You never been in trouble before?
No.
Is there anything illegal in the car?
No, sir.
Can I search your car?
Not today, no. Not today? Because I'm fine because I don't know why you're stopping me.
Is there anything unsafe in the car, like powder, anything that we have to be worried about? Everything in the car is yours, you're saying?
On January 21st, 2023, an officer in Washoe County, Nevada, pulled over a driver on Interstate 80 for what first looked like a routine traffic stop. The driver, 46-year-old Juan Cabrera Bonilla, had been speeding near the Boomtown exit on the way toward Reno.
How's it going? The reason I stopped you, you're speeding. You were in the number 2 lane and you were passing the cars in the number 1 lane. And you also have, it looks like you have a clear license plate cover over your rear license.
Okay.
And then also you got, is your window tint? How dark is your window tint?
It's not too dark, but now it's
I don't know if that's legal.
I don't know, but
so I need license, registration, insurance. Is this your car?
Yeah.
All right. Where are you coming from?
I come from Modesto. I go to the casino.
You're coming from where?
Modesto.
Modesto?
Yeah.
Okay. Which casino are you going to?
I don't know. I got circus. I don't know where is the best.
So you come, but you don't know where you're going?
No, I got the 3 casino. I don't know where is better.
Okay. Do you have the insurance?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have you come back here. I just need to issue a warning ticket, okay? Okay. So just come back with me to my car. You can just bring that with you. Just come, step out of the car.
At first, nothing about the stop seemed extreme. He said he was coming from Modesto, California, traveling with his wife, and heading to a casino for a short day trip. But almost immediately, the officer noticed something that did not feel right.
So that's wife in the car then, right?
Yes, my wife.
Okay.
That's my wife too. It's in the name of my wife.
Okay. So you're coming over from Cali, you said Modesto?
Yes.
Okay. You're up pretty early in the morning to go to the casinos.
No, because I want to go back early because I want to go take my kids to the place somewhere, the pigs or something. It's a weekend.
So you want to get back early today?
No, I want to go like for the kids. I take it out for the pigs or something.
Tonight?
Today, afternoon or whatever.
Today, this afternoon?
Yeah.
How are you going to fit all the casino and the barbecue and all that in today and make it back by noon?
Because I want to play a little bit. I don't want to spend a lot of money in the casino.
Okay.
I don't work too much, but pay my money.
You gamble a lot?
She play. I don't like.
Oh, what do you play?
Huh?
What does she play?
She like the machiba. I don't know. I don't play. I never play.
You just watch her play all day?
No. She don't want to spend a lot of money, like $40, $100. It's it. I got a limit.
You got a limit?
Yeah, for spend money.
Juan's explanation sounded possible at first, but the more he talked, the less natural it felt. The trip had no clear destination, the timing seemed rushed, and even basic details about what they were doing in Reno kept shifting. None of that proved a crime on its own. But to an experienced officer, it was enough to keep asking questions. Because every answer Juan gave seemed to create another small problem instead of clearing things up. And then there was his behavior.
I like drive.
Have you ever been in trouble for anything before?
No.
No?
No.
Is there anything illegal in the car? You're acting, you're giving me a story. You're a little nervous.
Not nervous.
You're really chewing on the gum. Do you have a jacket in the car I can get you?
A jacket?
Or a blanket or anything to cover you up just while we write this ticket?
No.
You don't have a jacket or anything in there?
Yeah, but the car is hot. That's why I don't use the jacket inside the car.
Do you want me to grab your jacket for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, where is it at?
It's in the back seat.
Okay.
Juan appeared nervous, chewing gum, repeating himself and struggling to give simple details about a trip he was supposedly in the middle of taking. And when the officer spoke to his wife, her answers were just as vague. She also could not clearly name the casino, and the whole trip still sounded strangely unplanned for people who had driven hours across state lines. At that point, the officer's attention had clearly shifted. This was no longer just about speed, window tint, or a license plate cover. The nervous behavior, the unclear travel plan, and the way both passengers struggled to explain such a simple trip had all started to point in the same direction.
I give that to you. You never been in trouble before?
No.
Is there anything illegal in the car?
No, sir.
Can I search your car?
But you need the permit for
permission? That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking you for permission. Can I search your car with your permission?
Not today, no.
Not today?
Because I'm fine because I don't know why you're stopping me. This is you.
You were speeding. You have a license plate cover, and I believe your tent is also too dark. The tent in your windows?
At this point, nothing had been found yet. But the officer had already seen enough to know this stop was no longer routine. The story was vague. The timeline did not feel natural. Both Juan and his wife struggled to explain the trip clearly, and when the officer asked for permission to search the vehicle, Juan refused. That refusal alone did not prove anything, but combined with everything else, it gave the officer even more reason to keep looking.
So, with that being said, is there any stolen property in your car? No stolen property? Any illegal weapons in your car?
No.
Any illegal drugs? No. I'm talking like large amounts of...
No. I know alcohol, no nothing.
No opiates, anything like that? And you said I cannot search your car. Okay. Would you run your dog? So I'm going to have you guys, are you going to come on the right or the left? So I'm going to have you guys stand right here at my front bumper. He's bringing his dog out, okay? And I just want you to stay out of the way of the dog. But we want to stay right here in front of the car. I'll have you step right here. Yeah, right over here. Just because the cars are going to be coming off the exit here, okay?
A K-9 unit was brought into the scene, and moments later, the dog was indeed alerted to the vehicle. This changed the entire direction of the stop. The officer no longer had to rely only on nervous behavior or an unclear story. Now there was a legal reason to search the car, and before officers even finished looking, Juan's behavior changed again.
So, my partner's dog alerted to your car. So he alerted to the odor of narcotics coming from your vehicle. Is there anything unsafe in there, like any powders in there that we're going to get hurt with? You stay over here, okay? Hey, will you? Cuffs on her. Hey, turn around and face the car.
That's my fault. It's my fault.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Everything in the car is yours, you're saying?
My wife is not. No.
What's in the car?
He suddenly began taking responsibility for what they were about to find, making it clear that everything in the car belonged to him and that his wife had nothing to do with it. That one reaction told officers this was much bigger than a simple traffic violation.
The only thing tell the guys, it's my fault, everything, let's put it, my wife, she know nothing. Okay. Why you leave my wife off?
Okay, well, I'll let them know, and again, that's going to be up to them.
Because I tell her, hey, let's go to the casino. She know how nothing, thinking there's nothing.
Okay.
Okay, see, I know when she's coming.
Okay, well, I'll let them know and I'll see what they want to do, okay?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I gotta hold the phone. It's my phone.
Okay.
Juan already knew there was something inside the vehicle that could not be explained away. Then officers began searching. Inside the car, they discovered more than 17 pounds of methamphetamine, over 7 kilos hidden inside what had been presented as a normal day trip to Reno.
$295. Set the search. You need help? Oh, you just want me to finish searching? You're done in the car? No. I just opened that first. Because it was covered under blankets, oddly. Are about frozen off. Well, that's just. What's that? That's in bags. I didn't know if it was in bags or not. Just take those two, and I'll finish searching the inside. Hey, look at this. Jeez. I think there's more in here too. That's a lot.
What started as a speeding stop near the Boomtown exit had turned into a major trafficking case. This was not a small amount, and it was not something that could be dismissed as personal use. Under Nevada law, the amount was far above the threshold for high-level trafficking. Juan Cabrera Bonilla later pleaded guilty in Washoe County to trafficking in a Schedule I controlled substance, 400 grams or more. On November 30th, 2023, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison, with eligibility for parole after 10 years. And that is what makes this footage so powerful. The officer did not start with a confession. He did not start with drugs in plain sight. He started with a routine stop, a nervous driver, a story that kept shifting, and a feeling that something about the car was not right. To most people passing by, it would have looked like nothing more than a speeding ticket. But the officer noticed what others might have missed. And because he kept paying attention to those small details, a simple traffic stop uncovered enough methamphetamine to send Juan to prison for decades. And that takes us to this next case, one that only gets worse the longer officers keep asking questions.
Who are you? Stop right there. Go ahead and stop right there.
In the remote town of Challis, Idaho, serious violent crime was almost unheard of. It was the kind of place surrounded by mountains, wilderness, and the Salmon River, a place where people knew each other, and where a missing person report could quickly become everyone's concern. But in 2025, that quiet town became the center of one of the most disturbing cases local officers had ever faced. It began when an elderly woman walked into the police station to report 47-year-old Patrick Shelton missing.
That said, I'm just surprised he hasn't been back to see. That's why I'm concerned.
Yeah. Do you know what he was wearing last when he left?
Pair of boots, blue jeans, and I think it was a dark t-shirt and baseball cap, and he's got a little pug rider that is with him everywhere.
Who is Patrick to
It's
you?
one of my dear kids that I've taken under my wing.
Okay, so not biological.
No.
Okay.
There's a picture.
Yeah, picture, okay. Does this picture resemble what he looks like right now?
His beard is a little fuller and his hair is in better shape than that.
Patrick was known around the area for cutting and selling firewood, often spending long hours in the mountains with his dog Ryder, always close by. He did not have one permanent place to stay, and he had recently been in conflict with a local man named Alan Bruce over motorhomes and property left on Alan's land. At first, police approached it like a missing person case. Alan was one of the last people known to have seen Patrick, so deputies went to speak with him.
Hey, Alan. How's it going? One thing after another. Hey, I was just coming to chat with you. We had a report that no one knows where Pat is right now.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay. And I just wanted to touch bases with you because I know you got the stuff off your property, but he was going to come by to pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever see him on that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Dave came by here. He was unhappy, very unhappy.
Okay, but it was just all kind of verbal argument or something, or he was just, okay. And he went and got his stuff then, or?
Well, he still has some stuff here. He said he wanted to go cut some wood. He needs some money. So he's probably out somewhere out there. Maybe broke down, I don't know.
I'm just trying to create a timeline so I know who last saw him. So when was that he showed up here?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
3 nights ago.
Let's see, what is it? Thursday night? Okay.
On camera, Alan appeared controlled and cautious. He gave short answers, claimed Patrick had been angry but had eventually left, and pointed officers toward places where Patrick might have gone to cut wood.
And then, did he hang around here long, or did he just go right over?
Back and forth.
Back and forth? Coming back onto the property?
Yeah.
Does he still stab stuff here then?
He does.
Oh, okay.
Get it all off.
Oh, okay.
Like that shed, that wooden shed is his?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
The tires in it. And you can see there's a pickup rack just over that board.
Oh, just the steel there,
yeah, the
poking
steel,
up? Oh,
that's
okay.
his.
Okay. So
that wooden rack over there on the back of the tractor, like that.
Okay,
Tires.
just kind of bunch of crap laying around.
Right.
Okay. So he got some of it though?
Yeah.
Do you know where he was taking it to?
Taking it down to his motorhomes.
Oh, where are his motorhomes?
Right here, you walk over there and you see.
Okay. Oh, there?
There's his Ram Charger and another one's in front.
Nothing about him openly gave away what investigators would later discover, but there was a strange tension in the way he spoke, as if he was carefully managing every word. 2 days later, deputies searched Big Hill, a remote area where Patrick was known to cut firewood. There, they found his truck abandoned.
Hello? His windshield.
Yeah, I think that's normal. I believe so. Hey, Pat!
Pat! Pat, it's Custer County Sheriff's Office! Can you hear us?
Dog's in the seat.
Alive?
What was the dog's name?
Ryder.
Ryder, buddy. Ryder.
It awake?
No, it's not moving.
Dog's been in here a while. He's messed himself. Oh, he's moving. It's definitely a he, by the way. Hi, baby. I'm here, okay. We're gonna get you some water, okay? Where'd he go? Where did he go?
Miraculously, his dog Ryder was still inside, alive but severely dehydrated after being left there for days. After deputies gave him water and got him out of the truck, Ryder began reacting to something nearby, as if he was picking up a scent the officers could not detect.
Poor buddy.
What's up?
Listen to that?
No.
Okay. So that makes me think he could be down lower if he would, because his chainsaw's not here.
Yeah.
He always has his
go down for a
chainsaw.
walk?
I'm thinking so.
Okay, I'll go with you. I kind of want to walk down there and see if his behavior still points that way.
Right. Let's walk him.
Come on. Dude, you gotta give me a break. We can't go down that. That is a completely down. There is no angle to that. I'm arguing with a dog.
For a moment, it seemed like he might lead them toward Patrick, but the terrain was too steep and the search did not immediately reveal a body. Still, Ryder's reaction made the scene feel even more suspicious. Inside the truck, officers noticed signs that something violent had happened. Dark stains, soaked towels, and items that immediately made the situation feel far more serious than a simple disappearance. And when deputies later spoke with people who knew Patrick, the same detail kept coming up. Patrick and Alan had been in an ongoing feud over property, stolen items, and the motorhomes Alan had moved from his land. That changed the direction of the case. Alan Bruce was no longer just someone connected to a dispute. He became the main suspect. But the most unsettling moment came later that night. While deputies were monitoring the area in darkness, one officer suddenly encountered Alan near the scene.
Who are you? Stop right there. Just go ahead and stop right there. So what are you coming out here for?
That guy there, Patrick Shelton, that's his stuff. I kind of looking after a little bit.
Okay.
Car down here, and I come down here to investigate, see if someone's ripping him off.
Okay.
I didn't know it was you guys.
Okay, well, I turned my lights on, and you still were shining your light at me.
Yeah, you had your lights on me. I couldn't see where I was going.
Okay, I'm saying I turned my red and blue lights on.
Yeah.
And you were still spotlighting me. And then I told you, I instructed you to turn it off.
I don't like lights in my eyes about as much as you don't. You know, you had yours and mine, so I guess we're even.
No, it's not even. Okay, so what are you doing? You're just keeping an eye on
Patrick Shelton.
Okay.
Got a little thieving problem going on down here, and I just want to make sure you weren't that guys.
You having a little what problem?
Thieving.
What?
Thievery.
Thievery. Okay.
Yeah, talk to Ethan Kelly about that. He'll tell you.
Okay. All right. So you're just trying to keep an eye on stuff then.
Yeah. Make sure nobody's ripping shit off down here.
Okay.
So, excuse me for if I got you excited.
All right. 270, 240. We can calm down. I'm code 4.
He claimed he was only checking on Patrick's property to make sure nothing was being stolen. But the explanation made little sense. By then, Alan had already been tied to the conflict. Patrick was missing, and the truck had shown signs of violence. What the officer did not know yet was that Alan was allegedly still in the middle of destroying evidence and disposing of what remained of Patrick in the Salmon River. The next day, investigators moved quickly. They needed Alan away from his property so they could search without risking further destruction of evidence. A deputy brought him away under the pretense of speaking with detectives, and while Alan waited, officers began searching the land.
Sheriff's office, make yourself known. What this is? Got a gun case?
At first, it seemed like Alan's cleanup might have worked, until they suddenly noticed an odor around parts of the property, and when a cadaver dog was brought in, the dog alerted near several barrels.
Already did. Cool.
Something stinks. Oh, it stinks bad.
Just kind of pull that one down.
So we're just gonna hold on this trailer till we can get keys. If he won't give us keys, then we'll go from there. But we need to hold on this until we get that.
It's probably in that freshly moved.
Do we want to call out the cadaver dog?
Let's go ahead and do it while we're here. We've got it cleared. It might be the best way to get something to hold him.
I'm rolling. Cleaned out.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we got our window.
Gonna burn moth.
Ah. Latex gloves, windows.
And doggy treats.
I'm gonna get a backed up picture.
Inside those barrels, investigators found the pieces Alan had failed to hide completely. Broken glass, latex gloves, traces of blood, clothing, suspected bone fragments, and other items that suggested a violent cleanup had taken place. The property was officially treated as a crime scene, and detectives now had what they needed to confront him. When Alan was brought back to the property, the pressure finally began to work. Investigators confronted him with the evidence, explaining that a cadaver dog had alerted on areas connected to human remains. At first, Alan kept denying responsibility, but once he was standing back in the place where everything had likely happened, his story started to crack.
We want to be able to tell the prosecutor you helped us every which way you could.
I can conduct my case and go to prison for the rest of my life. What?
I don't know. I can't tell you what the prosecutor.
I gotta go to the jury trial now.
You don't have to go through nothing right now. Yeah. So the way it works here is he doesn't feel like we should let you stay free, right? So we're still going to continue to investigate this case with your help or without your help. We're still going to dig through it.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some things that like concern me, like, and I don't know if you were asking about like who drove the truck up in the mountains.
Nobody drove it. I towed it up there.
Oh, you towed it up there?
Yeah.
Okay. With which vehicle?
My dog.
Okay.
Patrol barn and towed it up here.
Oh, okay. What'd you do with the dog?
Left it in the truck. I was going to dispatch it, but I figured, nah, just leave the truck. Maybe we'll figure it more. Yeah.
The dog didn't do nothing.
I didn't want to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing.
Yeah. So, like,
I mean, we're in a rock and a hard place right now, right? It's where we've been all day. It's where we're going to continue to be until we can completely wrap this up and figure out what the hell actually happened.
Well, before you take it, I'll back a lock on this up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to leave this unsecured.
Yeah, we won't leave it like that,
I mean,
man.
we'll lock it all up and bring in the keys.
Close the gate, whatever. No,
Yeah.
I didn't call under trouble.
Well, that's part of it, but you also destroyed some evidence.
What did you?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Alan, dude, come on. Did you burn a body? Come on.
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't tell anybody. So, like, look at it from our point of view. You know, we do the right thing for Patrick's family. You know what I mean? We gotta try to find that body. You know, we gotta do the right thing for his family.
There is no body found. He was reduced down to nothing. Nothing.
Did you chop him up?
No, I threw him in a burn barrel with a bunch of wood underneath him. Yeah, I chopped him up.
Like,
I took a chainsaw to him.
Okay, where's the chainsaw?
It's gone. It's gone.
Did you throw it in the river?
I got rid of it. Believe me, I burned it.
You burnt the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Is it in the barrel? And
burn barrel burned it last day.
Finally, Alan cracked. He claimed Patrick had come at him with a gun and that he acted in self-defense. But even if that were true, it could not explain what happened afterward. Alan admitted that he burned the body, destroyed evidence, cleaned the scene, and tried to get rid of what remained. That is what makes this case so disturbing. The killing itself was horrifying, but the body cam footage captures something even colder. A man calmly speaking with officers while evidence was still being destroyed, returning to the scene in the middle of the night, and then later trying to explain away the aftermath as if the cover-up was just a mistake he had made under pressure. Investigators later found more evidence on Alan's phone, including messages showing the hostility between him and Patrick. They also found a photo of Patrick dead inside his truck, with a pistol nearby. A photo Alan claimed he had taken as proof in case he needed it. But by then, the damage had already been done. Much of the physical evidence had been burned, scattered, or lost to the river. Alan Bruce later entered an offered plea to reduce charges, meaning he did not formally admit guilt, but acknowledged prosecutors had enough evidence to convict him. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison, with at least 10 years to serve before parole eligibility. But the footage remains haunting because officers did not catch him after a dramatic chase or a confession at the station. They ran into him in the dark, near the very place where he was trying to finish the cover-up. At that moment, the deputy was not just speaking to a suspicious local man. He was standing face to face with someone who had already killed, already tried to erase the evidence, and was still pretending he was only there to help. That's all for today, folks. If you'd like to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.